Good morning, I'm back. How y'all guys doing this morning? I had to do a second part, okay? God bless you and thank you for tuning in. As we go on, we was talking about the tongue. We know that there is life and death in the power of the tongue, okay? And so this next section, I'm going to talk about our words and emotional power. You know, our words, the words that we use, is power over our emotional words, our negative words. You know, so we must know what to say. You know, we must be careful with our words because it could it could leave a scar, So let's get into it, okay? Our words, emotional power. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. On the day of judgment, people will give account for every careless word that's spoke. We're going to go into Matthew chapter 12, verses 3 to 6. We will hold accountable for every careless word that we speak to one another. That's what the Lord said. That's what Jesus said. And we're going to go to Matthew chapter 12, verses 36. Chapter 12, verses 3 through 6. Chapter 12, 3 to 6. But he said unto them, this is what Jesus said, have ye not read what David did when he was in hunger, and they that were with him, how he entered into the house of God and did eat the straw bread, which was not lawful for him to eat, neither for them which was with him, but only for the priests? Or have ye not read in the law how that on the Sabbath day the priest is the temple profound the Sabbath, and are blameless? But I say unto you that in the place one greater than the temple. But if ye had known that this mean, I will have mercy, and not sacrifice ye. I will have mercy and not sacrifice ye, will not have condemned the guiltless, for the Son of Man is Lord, even of the Sabbath day. Okay, that is Matthew chapter 12, verses 3 to 6. But I say unto you that this is the place is one greater than the temple. Okay. Our words is emotional power. We don't have to be international to be deadly. They can be careless. We must watch our words because the Lord is going to judge us at the end of this earthly life. We're going into judgment, so we need to watch our ways and be careful with our words and what we say, what we speak out our mouth, because God is going to judge us for that. We will be held account for every careless word that speak. That's what Jesus said. Okay. The tongue of the wise brings healing. Jesus wants us to bring healing to the souls. He do not want us to hurt each other with our tongue by saying words that will hurt us. You know, he said that it could hurt the heart. You know, it penetrate into the heart. So we must be careful how we use our words. He do not want us to hurt each other. He wants us to love each other. Okay? He wants us to use our mouth for healing, not to destroy. We will be held accountable for having a careless, reckless mouth. So we must be careful with that. And those of you, because I know I did, we must go to God and repent and work on that change. Okay? And as we are Christians, we should know better to use our words wisely and be careful what we say to other people. Do not be careless. It's easy to blurt out words, whatever we think, but it's not easy for other people to receive and forget and forgive our words. It's like razor blades flying out our mouth right into the body and the other person. Those words are scars and remain long words. Remain in our heart for a long period of time. The words may fade away, but it will be damage to our heart and our souls, and that will leave an emotional scar, and God is not up in that. He is not. You will be held accountable for those actions. So do not be careless. He wants us to love one another, not hurt one another. Amen. If we don't teach our children if we don't teach our children to respect us and be respectful towards others, we will be held accountable for that too. We have to have responsibilities and teach our kids, no, this is wrong. You know, we must teach our kids to be respectful to one another, and how our kids would learn that is by watching us. So we don't want to be held accountable for our children's reactions. Okay? So we need to be careful with that. And you know, I know most of us is in our egos and like, you know, I'm grown, like, you know, who is God? Maybe some of you saying who's God, or yeah, whatever, but it's in the Bible, and the Bible is true. We will be held accountable for our kids' disrespect towards us and other people. God wants us to raise our kids with respect. We need to talk to them. We need to teach them, because we could get blamed for that. You know, so here you have it. Okay, so what else I have to say to you about the power of the tongue? The power of the tongue is life and death. Okay, so we must be careful. Okay, that's why life is the power of the tongue. The tongue should be used to bring healing to the soul. The tongue of the wise cares more than just winning an argument. Here are 3 words that bring healing to the soul. Is I'm sorry. Okay? I'm not talking about when we are physically harming someone. God is talking about the tongue, the words that we choose to come out our mouth. He is telling us, do not be careless. Okay? That we need to bring healing to the soul by saying, I'm sorry. That is healing. You know, when you tell a person that you're sorry, if you done said something to someone and you hurt them, you know, I say I'm sorry. Okay? We must learn how to love one another in a healing way. Say I'm sorry is not asking for forgiveness. It's a way of renewing fellowship. Okay? Whether it's between your husband, wife, parent, a child, within Christians community, between the groups, we show a lack of love. We are called by God to go say, I'm sorry. We are a child of God. Romans chapter 8-6 say that we are a child of God. And if we are a child of God, we will use those healing words, which is, I'm sorry. When we hurt someone, with the words that we choose to come out our mouth, God wants us to tell that person, I'm sorry. And we have to mean it from our heart, because God knows in every secret heart. So we must be careful what we say to each other. And remember that God is always watching and listening. And we must obey God, because at the end of the bodysuit, when we drop the bodysuit, we're going into judgment. So we need to live right and know that the tongue has power. So choose your words wisely and be blessed by this message. God bless you. Happy Sunday. I'll see you guys next Sunday. Enjoy your church service. Good morning.